Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense will be the first up today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. The Vols will have to kick this away. So a 3 and out on the first possession. They'll have to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Rashada. Caught quickly. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run to. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's past the 30, the 10, and he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Vols. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders who are making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Nobody can bring him down. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back to pass. It's Rashada. Running back has it on a screen now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Dogs will line up to boot it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They can't stop him. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And the Vols will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Back to throw. It's Burns. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Yeah, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Volunteers trying to cash in here in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Rashada. Quick throw to the left side. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And he pulls in the catch. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
Another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. The Vols line it up with first and goal. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
The hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, look at the quick cut. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We get the second half started with the running play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. And the Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Bringing you back, it's Staley. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The offense starts with excellent field position. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I'll tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Close to the tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown. Balls. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop up at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Dropping back, it's Rashada. Quick throw to the left. Who makes the grab? They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense trying to move in the scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
There's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle over the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. They're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point is good. They trail now 31-7. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Volunteers looking to cash in the red zone. Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. Offense now in the all-important red zone. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. And the Vols trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Tennessee. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance.